draws the double. Adams briefly shows. Again, it's Anthony on Ferguson. Blows by, takes it to the Carmelo special.
So it has been a crazy couple of weeks. You're out of the NBA, you're back in the NBA. You have a night you go 0 for 8 from 3. The next night you drop 25 points on 50% shooting. And the crowd in Chicago actually starts chanting your name. What has this couple weeks been like?
It's been great though. It's been, early on it was a lot emotionally to kind of deal with, kind of just being out the game for, at that point in time, it was a year, to that day. And then just getting the call and like having to switch back mentally and emotionally.
What did you hear about yourself in your time off? What were some of the things that kind of cut you the most that you heard?
Selfish, bad teammate, bad locker room guy. I'm like, where's all of these things coming from? It was a copycat, league and a copycat narrative that was out there. And it started becoming a domino effect. And early, that was cutting deep. And it was just like, why? And I had prepared myself to kind of just walk away from the game if the right situation didn't come about.
You really were ready to walk away?
I was ready to walk away. Yeah, because it's hard, like waking up every morning, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what to do, not knowing what to work on, wanting to give up hope, wanting to give up faith and belief, and just just forget this whole basketball thing.
What were some of the mechanisms you developed to cope with all of that? I heard you started taking walks.
I started taking walks, man, just to kind of clear my mind and breathe a little bit and relax and kind of just stay in my moment and stay on I call it my square, and I couldn't let nobody knock me off of that.
Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum have both already praised you up and down as a teammate. And Dame in particular has talked about when you and he have spoken, even privately, you have never blamed anyone else for the last couple of seasons. You've taken responsibility.
Yeah,
why do you think that's so important?
I can't blame Houston. I can't blame OKC. It's a business at the end of the day. And I think once you know that, everything else kind of falls, by the wayside. After a while, I just was like, you know what? I gotta let it go, right? I just gotta let this go and kind of just continue on with who I am as a person, more so than a basketball player. That was important to me.
Your wife, Lala, has been a huge support for you through all of this, and there was this great moment when your team was in Chicago.
Yeah.
She's in the stands. She's FaceTiming with your son, Kai, and she turns the camera around so you and Kai can see each other. What was that like? That
was a special moment. I think people take moments like that for granted. People take, in sports, you're supposed to be just so locked in and focused, and insecurity was like, oh, look, your son is on there. So it was a moment that I don't think I'll ever forget.
Yeah, for sure. Your son Kai is 12 years old, and I know he's your biggest fan. He's got to be so happy you're back on the court. But are there some mixed feelings that you're leaving him after being home with him for a year?
When the smoke clears, it's, my dad is leaving. Right? My dad is not here. So you have to deal with those emotions. You got to try to balance it out. But it's heavy communication, making him understand this situation and making him feel a part of the situation.
Carmelo running high, drills another one, scores! And he draws the foul. Heads, he's on fire, finishes strong. Oh, Carmelo.
It is a great situation for you, both the makeup of the team, the locker room here, the basketball fans here. They have a lot of injuries, so you were able to walk right into the starting lineup. If there comes a time where the injury situation changes or the makeup of the team changes and they want you to have more of a bench role?
Yeah, I'm open, and I've told those guys from the beginning, like, my big thing was just be transparent with me, right? Tell me what you need from me. I think I've earned that right, for guys to just be open and honest, and let's put it out there on the table. And that's something that the organization and the guys on the team and the coaching staff, we laid that out, from day one. We got that clear, before I stepped in the door on that first phone call, that was cleared up.
I know some people have suggested to you that, oh good, you got back in, this can be your retirement tour. It doesn't sound like you're looking at it like that.
No, and I don't hear that from my colleagues at all. I hear that from media, right? It's like the media wants to write that narrative. Oh, he should go out and he should retire. Why? Why you just want me to retire?
You just got back here.
I feel good. It's like I just had a year off. I'm like, I had a year off, rested my body. The most important part about that is I rested my mind, right? I got my mind right. And I don't think people understand how strong that is. When you're able to get your mind right, everything else flows.
Take those meditation walks around different NBA cities.
Take the meditation walk, stay on my square, and we go from there.